Elizabeth was born to King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn of England on September 7, 1533. Her older stepsister is Mary Tudor, born of Catherine of Aragon. Henry VIII was disappointed with the genders of his two heirs. He desired a male heir or successor to the throne. When Elizabeth was 2 years old, Anne was beheaded and Henry took on wife number 3, Jane Seymour. Roger Ashton was Elizabeth's tutor. He helped her learn 6 different languages and studied the classics of education, like astronomy and architecture. She developed her cleverness and sharp wit in this time period.
Edward took the throne before his sisters even though he was younger. He was a male, so he took precedence over them. During his reign, Elizabeth found love in his uncle, Thomas Seymour. But Thomas had wanted the throne. His plan was found out, and he was executed for treason. Edward died in 1553, and his sister Mary took the throne. Elizabeth was next in line after Mary. Mary was pro-Spanish and Catholic. She married Philip II of Spain, but Philip couldn't become king of England because of Parliament issues. Mary was a devout Catholic and sought to kill out every non-Catholic in England, including Elizabeth. Elizabeth was captured and put in jail, where she survived because of quick wit and caution. 5 years later, when Mary was dying, Elizabeth was named her successor. On March 17, 1558, Elizabeth was crowned Queen of England. Queen Elizabeth was not married, but at one point she was almost forced to be married by Parliament. She put up a good defense, saying she'd rather die a virgin than get married. Parliament accepted after a couple of years.
During Queen Elizabeth's reign, she set up the Anglican Church. She set up the church so that she would please both the Catholics and the Protestants. Under Queen Elizabeth's rule, the economy became more sturdy and less chaotic. She didn't have a steady hand on the Parliament. It showed in 1559 when the Acts of Supremacy and Conformity was developed.
Mary, Queen of Scots, was the Queen of France in 1559. She was a devout Catholic. When her husband died, she moved to her native Scotland. She married a cousin. During her marriage, she was very promiscuous and had many affairs. She was implied to be the murderer of her husband. She fled to England. There, Elizabeth was put under house arrest for the murder of the Earl of Bothwell, Mary's lover. Mary was next in line for the English throne. Elizabeth then accused her of treason and had Mary beheaded.
During Elizabeth's reign, she had many difficulties with Spain and France. Spain tried to invade England 4 different times, but England always forced them to leave. During her reign, Ireland rebelled 4 times, and Queen Elizabeth believed that it was essential for England to control Ireland. All through Elizabeth's reign, there was a lot of tumult in Ireland, but when the Queen died, Lord Mountjoy restored the peace that Ireland had. Elizabeth was a big supporter of Shakespeare and other English artists. She was not a fan of other countries' art. She even had a play written about her, Life. In the last years of her life, Elizabeth suffered from bad health. She corresponded with her counselor, Sir Robert Cecil, about the heirs to her throne. They decided on James VI, Mary Queen of Scots' son. She died on March 24, 1603. Elizabeth lived a very full life. She helped England become a stronger country. She helped the arts to flourish. The time of her rule was called the Golden Age.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour. No,
Bonjour.
you have the wrong accent. It's been 20
Okay, I
seconds.
think
Bravo. I feel like this clapping kind of looks fun.
okay, I'm just still recording.
Oh, really? Okay.
Should I do reading?
I think that was one. Yeah.